Research shows that children with a stay-at-home parent fare better than those sent to childcare. A 2014 Stanford study of 68,000 children found that those with a parent at home had better academic results all the way through to high school. And of course, traditionally it's been a stay-at-home mum, but in this modern world, there's no reason it couldn't be a stay-at-home dad. But most families, they don't have that option anymore. We've gone from a country where a family can live on one income to a country where a family can barely live on two incomes. And yet Treasurer Jim Chalmers had the gall yesterday at the MyEFO update to say that the economy was growing and real wages were up.
We are on track for a soft landing in our economy, and you can see that right across the economic indicators that we are talking about today. The economy is growing, but slowly. Inflation is moderating. Real wages and real incomes are growing. Unemployment is low. 1 million jobs have been created. Participation is around record highs. The gender pay gap has narrowed. Tax cuts and cost of living help is rolling out.
Well, that's cold comfort, as the Western Australian Council of Social Services quite clearly found in their report. And as for economic growth, this is the problem. The federal government wants both parents at work because it means they pay more tax. And of course, the worse the cost of living is, the more you have to work and the more tax they make. Now, in these discussions, I often come back to a speech John Howard gave in the Business in Europe luncheon in London in 2000. He said, "It's important for all of us, whether we are in business or in politics, all of us who are concerned about the future of our society and the cohesion of our society, whether it be in Australia or here in Britain, to remember the economic policy, however you define it and however you pursue it, is never some end in itself. That the purpose of economic policy is to produce a social dividend to achieve social goals. Personal contentment and human fulfilment and the stability and cohesion of society are the ultimate goals of sound economic policy." I mean, that was 24 years ago. He also described on many other occasions what he called the human dividend of economic policy. And when Howard launched his 2004 campaign 20 years ago, he said that running the economy well only has a purpose if it delivers a human dividend, if it delivers things for the Australian people. Well, it's not delivering personal contentment and human fulfilment anymore. It's not delivering a human dividend. You are now working to serve the economy rather than the economy working to serve you. Is it any wonder that the fertility rate in Australia is now 1.5 children per woman? And no, that doesn't mean that she's having half a child. It means that we're not replacing ourselves because we can't afford to. I mean, to want to have children, you have to feel secure. And a lot of people just don't have that security anymore. And those who do have children are increasingly paying more with less.